Hey there, light workers. It's Emily from EmilyAarons.com, and I'm here to do a really powerful energy clearing. And for those of you who are new to me, new to this space, I'm an intuitive healer and psychic business coach, and I love to help teach healers of all kinds how to run a powerfully profitable business. So before we get started, I am just going to hit the share button into my private group, Life Made Simple. If you're not already in there, I highly recommend you join. It's where all the fun is. Hi, Danielle. And yes, once you guys get here, please say hello. I would love it if you hit the share button. This is a really powerful meditation that just came through literally in the middle of the night. I've never done it for anybody else. It came through my guides, and they did it for me, and they told me to share it with you, so here I am. So let me just hit the share button and then we'll get started. Also, let me know, because this is some deep work. So whether you feel like this not good enough is conscious or subconscious, it works, and you don't even really have to identify it. So if you feel like this is hi, Lindsay. Hi, Deborah. Oh my gosh, Magda, Natalie, Helen, Nicole. Oh, and also say if you're new here, there's so many new faces that have been popping up. As you guys know, on Monday, the Mind Your Business podcast with James Wedmore just went live. So I've got a ton of new followers and fans. So please let me know if you're new here. Let me just share this. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted. So I would love to know from you. So put a number 1 in if you feel like that you feel like not enough and it's like fully conscious, you're fully aware of it. Or put number 2 if you feel like there's just like stuff going on that maybe somehow this like not good enough is related. Put a 2 in. So 1 if you know about it, 2 if you're like not so sure, but like something about this resonates with you. And hit the share button if you could. Okay, let me just share it in the group. Sorry, it's multitasking, you know. Lindsay, I'm going to teach you how to do this so that you can do it while I'm on live, and then I can just go through my healing. So, okay, so go ahead and post your numbers in here, and then we'll get started. And make sure you hit the share button. So I'm going to also post it right here. Cool. All right, so, and I'm loving to see the comments coming through. Awesome. Ones, lots of ones. Everyone's like, I know about it. 2, like, not sure. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. And I also want to tell you, before I forget, I do have a few spaces available still in my Phoenix Mentorship program. And for those of you who know about it, you know how transformational it is. We just wrapped up round 1 and we have an alumni group running. Some of the ladies have done some testimonials inside Life Made Simple, so definitely check those out if you were thinking about it. Also, you know, this is something that is closing down next week. There's only a few spots available. It closes down next week, and I won't open again for at least a year. And it's a really specific group with people with the right energy. So it's teaching you how to soulfully scale your business. So I'd love for you to check it out. All right. Hi, Talitha. How's it going? All right. So let's get started. So there's a lot of information. So Emily, I missed what this was about, but I saw live. I had to watch. You said, I have chills because I literally was in tears the other day saying I felt like I wasn't good enough. And today I watched this and here you were. Oh my gosh. You guys, so if you're not already crying, you might want to get some tissues because we're probably going to have some deep releases today. So what happened? So the way that this whole thing came up was in the middle of the night, honestly. I don't know if it's the weather or just I haven't been feeling that great lately. And in the middle of the night, I woke up, and typically my guides talk to me around 3 a.m. and there they were right on cue. It was 3 a.m. and I went to the bathroom, I went back to bed, and all of a sudden I started spinning. And if you guys ever had this feeling, hit a 3. If you've had this, you go back to bed, you're like, I just want to go back to sleep. My head is spinning with like all this negative crap. And so it was spinning, spinning, spinning. And all of a sudden I was just like, where is this coming from? Can I clear this? And all of a sudden like guidance came through, and it was basically like, yeah, this is something that we can clear. And so as you guys know through my soul book editing sessions, that's where I do my deepest work. Last night, wow. I do my deepest work in my soul book editing sessions. And so I do them on myself as well. So I basically asked guidance, where did this start? And they took me through my whole life, my childhood and beyond. And 3 a.m., same here, right? And they started to show me how to release it. So that's what we're gonna do today. So let's talk about this. And please let me tell you, if you don't feel comfortable sharing, you don't have to talk about it. But if you want to identify it, you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take you through like a bit of a meditation, and we're going to go through sort of releasing where it is sort of beginning. As you guys know, we did money block clearings. You guys have probably done some other clearings with me. So, and if this is your first time, say you're new, but this is what we're going to do. It's going to be kind of like a guided meditation. Just sit comfortably. You don't have to really do anything. But let's start here, because here I keep getting nudged to like bring it up. So they're like, rub salt in the wound. And it's like, ugh, I'm getting chills, but I also like feel terrible. So basically I want you to see if you can, and you can just say yes if you know what it is. If you want to talk about it and you want to type it in, you can. But again, this is a this is a public space. It's not private. So it's up to you what you want to do. So going back in your own mind, like the first thing that hits you and triggers you, a feeling like not good enough. And it might be a person, it might be a situation, it might be an old memory, and it might be something from past life that you're like, I literally can't explain this, but it makes me feel crappy. And you can just put a yes if you know where it started. You don't have to put like what the situation was or who the person was if you don't want to. A lot of this is feeling tied to family. And as we know, or maybe we don't, a lot of us as souls, we travel through our lifetimes with the same crew, like the same friends, the same parents, brothers, sisters, but we show up in different roles. So maybe your mother was your sister, or your brother was your grandfather. Like we just kind of travel in these packs. So it could be that in this lifetime it was mom or dad or whatever. So we all, yeah, everyone's like, yep, I know what it is, right? It's not a mystery. Okay. So what I want you to do is kind of like pull up that feeling, pull up that emotion of not good enough. And I know, and I don't want to like make you feel like shit, but guidance is asking me to bring it up to the surface because it's ready for clearing. Okay. It's just like, and put some hearts and show some love to each other. You know, that's like why we get sick, you know, we like stuff comes up to the surface and it's like it's ready to be cleared and released. And so you're all here, whether you're live and watching the replay, you're all here for this reason. You're ready to release it. And I'm here to help you, okay? So again, if you haven't already hit the share button, please do so. A lot of people do need this, and that's a message I keep getting over and over and over again. All right, so let's begin. Who is ready? Put some hearts in, hit the like button if you guys are ready to get started. Okay. So just sit comfortably. You can just close your eyes. And as you know, I don't script these. I don't plan them. I'm already crying. Yep, that's good. I'm probably gonna be crying too. I didn't bring tissues. Well, I do have some over there, but that would be weird if I just ran over there right now. So it's okay. So again, I don't script these. I don't plan them. I just channel whatever source is giving me that day. Okay. And I know that there's a lot of energy stirring. I know it's Mercury retrograde. There's like all kinds of stuff going on. So, but this is deeper than that. Okay. So let's start. So just sit comfortably, close your eyes. And just take a few deep breaths. And I call forth the highest, most crystalline, pure, white healing light filled with the highest healing vibrations. And I ask for this light to surround this space, sealing it as a sacred healing space for all who are watching this video live or replay, that they receive exactly what they require through this light. We call forth, their highest guidance, their highest angels and archangels, their highest teachers and masters, to be with us, to aid in the support of this session, bringing them to their next level of ascension and alignment and of balance and of clarity, and releasing anything that no longer serves them. We're going to open up new possibilities, new outcomes, creating new senses of freedom, of trust, of self-love, and release any self-loathing, any feelings of fear or of doubt, feeling like something is wrong with you. We ask that this session is fully supported and guided. Thank you, and so be it. Okay, where do we begin? We'll start with, we're going to start, actually, not good enough is the highest superficial level, and we're going to work our way through. So there might be things that resonate with you, and there might be things that don't. Just know that you are receiving exactly what you require right now. And you can listen to this as many times, and you'll get something different from it. So we're going to start with not good enough, and let's start to go all the way through not good enough. And we're going to tie not good enough with family and with friends, with people who have looked at you and looked at your clothing and told you you're not good enough. And just don't mind me, I'm just feeling the energy that's coming in. People who have looked at your clothing, who've looked at your body, who've looked at where you're from, and somehow put that you are not good enough on you. We're going through any types of life situations, moves, relationships, marriages, work situations, all kinds of friendships. We're going to start clearing not good enough out of all of those places. So we're going to start clearing not good enough through all relationships, through all lifetimes, past, present, and future. We're going to go down and start to move our way down into family, into all of the relatives through our current lifetime. Clearing any parts of not good enough to stand up to our siblings if we have them. We're going back into not good enough in our bodies. And anything that our parents or relatives have put on us around our bodies not being good enough. We're going to start going a little bit deeper, clearing ourself. The thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that we have inherited or we have put on ourselves from all lifetimes about ourselves not being good enough by our own standards. Not smart enough. Not pretty enough. Not thin enough. Sorry, now my dogs are all chiming in. Shh. All right. Shh, shh, shh. Shh. Stirring stuff up in them too. Shh. Quiet down. Shh. Gotta wake up my kid. All right, keep going. Shh. They said keep going. All right. So go ahead and clear. We're still on self. Okay, so we're clearing all of our self, the stuff that we put on ourself about not being good enough, not being smart enough. Going into ourself with how we work, our work ethic, comparing ourselves to other people. So we're starting to clear how we compare ourselves to other people, how we stand up in the world to other people. And this might be bringing up a lot of stuff right now, because it's heavy, okay? allowing it to go. Just breathe deeply. As any of these things are coming up, just start to breathe deeply and allow them just to release. Allow them however you visualize it, just like smoke leaving your body, or like something being plucked or released from your body or energy system. It doesn't matter how you see it, it is getting released. This is all energy work, and I'm working with all of your guidance and angels. They are supporting you and this entire healing. Good. So around your work, clearing how you perform with your work, at your job, or in your career. If you're an entrepreneur, how you're measuring up to other people in the same industry and what you put on yourself. Okay, so we're going to get into pressure. Okay, so the pressures that you put on yourself for selling your work or your services or your products, the pressures that you're putting yourself to go to the next level, the pressure you're putting on yourself to sell out, the pressure you're putting on yourself to make it work, the pressure you're putting on yourself to pay the bills, the pressure you're putting on yourself as a role model, as a leader. Releasing all of that now. Releasing it all from through all lifetimes, past, present, and future, from all beliefs. Clearing all of that now. Good. Anything else we need to go ahead and clear? Past karma. We're going to go into clearing past karma around not good enough. Anything that you have put on other people, and you may not have any memory of this, and that's okay. But the past karma that you have inflicted on other people, because none of us are innocent, right? We've done it, and we are clearing that. So we're going to clear anything we've done to other people around making others feel small, making other people feel less than themselves, feeling less important, feeling not as beautiful, feeling less empowered, not as smart, not tall enough, not thin enough, not the right color. And there might be things that are coming up for you that I haven't even mentioned, and just allow that to come up and out. Through all lifetimes, clearing our past karmas, releasing that debt. Good, and we're going to bring in what's going to support us. Good. So the first thing that's coming in, it's like it's on angel wings. There's this beautiful level of healing. It's almost like a book. It's like a self-love book. And it's being carried to you on angel wings. So it's like your angels and guides are basically like, I'll teach you. I will tell you how to do all of it. You don't have to know it back and forward. I will teach you, and I will instruct you how to do this. So it's almost like a manual that's coming in to teach you how to love yourself on a deeper level. So that's going to come in and resonate now. It feels like it's coming right into the heart chakra. For some people, it's down into the belly. And if there's anything that you guys are sensing or feeling, you can go ahead and type it, or just stay in the energy. It's totally up to you. And if there's anything that's coming up that you want cleared, you can just pull it up, whether you type it or you just feel it. I will clear it for you. Good. So what else is coming in? Believe in myself. So we're going to start being able to believe in ourselves. Releasing the chains of doubts and bringing in higher levels of awareness, of connection. Giving yourself permission to connect to source, to get the downloads, connect to source, to get the love, connect to source, to get that feeling of inspiration. And it's going to put you right in the flow. So that's what they're doing, is they're bringing all this light and they're basically beaming it right down on top of you. So allow yourself to just feel this high level of vibration, this high energy, this beautiful light coming right down, pouring like a waterfall, pouring in on top of you, all the way down from the top of your head, down your entire body. And then, again, it's also releasing any residual shit that's just sticking around, just letting it all go. And this light is pouring in so that you are in the flow of receiving. You're in the flow of abundance. You are in the flow of opening up to new levels of self-love, to trust, to being able to open up to others, to be able to connect deeper to others. And trusting in yourself and your own beliefs. Good. Letting that settle all the way down. Is there anything else that needs to come in right now? Clarity. Okay, so we're gonna just clear off any kind of muck or anything that was fogging your vision, whether it's your physical vision, your third eye vision, just this feeling like this fog, this muck is like clearing off. Excuse me. There's a good release there, you guys. Good. So it's like opening to see things clearly. Because when you saw things as not enough or yourself as not enough, it was foggy. It wasn't actually right. It's like if there was mud splattered on your windshield, like you're not seeing things the way they're supposed to look. And you might see blotches and things that actually aren't there. So we're clearing off that windshield. We're clearing off the veil. We're just wiping up so that your vision is clear. And I want you to sort of sit with this mantra. This is a mantra that I chant every day. It's Sanskrit, but I'll tell you the English translation before I go into it. So the English translation is, nothing added to me would make me any greater. Nothing taken away would make me any less. I am pure, free, forever. This is the nature of our souls. This is us. This is everyone. No one is better or worse or higher or lower. We are all the same. Okay, so it's just opening up to that realization and serving from that level as well. If you are in business, this is about serving from that level as well. So the Sanskrit mantra, Amaram Ham Maduram Ham 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 Amaram Ham Maduram Ham. And you continue to do it over and over again, but that's the space where we're going to hold it right now. So I'm feeling a lot of beautiful purples and pinks and pastels that are coming in. There's this beautiful level of guidance and love and support that is infused within you and around you. Is there any other messages that they need to receive at this time? Okay, so being gentle and delicate with yourself, just like you are a fresh bud bursting from the ground, like the spring flower. So you cannot rush this, you just allow it to open up. So this is the same way as this new place of self-love and trust and deep respect for oneself. It could feel new. And so don't feel like you have to rush it and like, if I can't do it completely, then I suck at it and I should never do it and I have to go back to hating myself, because that's not what the guides are here telling you to do. Your angels, again, gave you the book. So they're like, you have the book. We'll teach you how to do it. Just come to us if you're struggling. And again, there's a huge relief and release of the stress and the pressures you're putting on yourself. So that's where this is all kind of stemming from. You'll start to feel it there first, like I'm putting too much pressure on myself, and you know that you feel like you need to take it easy, and that's where you'll start to do the work. So take a few deep breaths in and out. Start to come back into the space. Come back into your body. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and come back. So I know I did a little bit of crying. Anybody else? Yes, I need this clearing shared in case there are others who need it. Thank you, Shauna. Yes, there are so many people who need this. I'm grateful for my guides for guiding. Oh, thanks, Nadia. My pleasure. Danielle, I had on my chest, my hand on my chest before you said heart chakra. I'm shaking. I needed this so much. Sending you a huge hug right now. Oh, love you, Danielle. Thank you. Karen, I pulled over the side of the road because I started crying before you even started. I know, Karen. For all you empaths out there and all you psychics out there, you can feel the energy. I actually, like about 2 hours before I started, I could feel my third eye like opening up so much. I'm like, there's so much energy coming. Oh my gosh, tears. Yes, Amy, you're welcome. Carol, cried, yawned, release is good. Those are all good things. So yawning, crying, burping, all so good. And thank you guys for just opening and going there. I know it's not easy to receive healing via Facebook Live, but it's powerful, right? Like you guys are all feeling this hot in the legs. Thank you, Emily. You're welcome. You're awesome. Thanks, Chris. I can't wait to do this again tonight. I need this so very much. I know there's so much heaviness that's been going on, and you know, part of me, like, you know, like I said, there's ups and downs, and it's like, what is going on? And there's part of me that's like, I just want to show up and be like happy Emily all the time for everybody and inspire people. And the message I got last night through this work, and by the way, this was a little bit different from the work that they did for me, but it was similar in a lot of ways. The message that they gave me was like, you need to share this vulnerability. You need to share how real you are. You need to share that it's been a shitty like week or whatever. Because it's not just you, and it's a universal thing. We all feel like this. And whether it's like, well, we've had actually a really good week, but there are parts of us that just don't feel good enough. Like everybody who's a human has not felt good enough at some point. And so it's time to just like drop it, to clear all that stuff out and to really stand up and serve. So thank you guys for being here again. I would love for you to reach out to me. I know there's so many people who are excited about the Phoenix Mentorship starting. The ladies who are in the group right now are already starting to like connect and get excited. Next Saturday is our first VIP day. So we do it in person near me, which is on the North Shore in Massachusetts, but we also have it virtual. So if you don't live in the state or in the country, you can still join us. Again, it's application only, and I highly encourage you to apply. And this last week, I've actually waived the entire application fee. So literally just hit the link above, look through it, and just go into it. Like, I know you feel the connection. There's so many people who are like, yes, 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 yes. And I have to say, like, some people are saying, well, I want it. I want to work with you. I love you. I love everything you do. It's just the price. It's like I'm having a hard time with it. And I do have a method for helping you with dealing with the price. And I have talked to people about how to overcome that in a lot of really strategic ways as well, energetic ways as well. But the only way for me to be able to have those, like, how can I handle the money situation, is to apply. I have made special circumstances in the past for people to extend their payments if they needed to. And I will tell you this, that every single person who was in the Phoenix Mentorship, the last one that I just finished, literally every single one of them, not one of them had defaulted on payment, not one of them was late. So trust me, when I say this works, it works. And it's not just the power of working with me, it's the power of the collective. And literally I had a message today from Sarah, who's in the Phoenix Mentorship, and she's like, oh my gosh, I love that new member. She is so amazing. I love that she just helped me with that little problem I was in. And like, I'm so excited to meet everybody in person. So like, the connections are already happening. If you want to see it for yourself, like, don't take my word for it. Look inside Life Made Simple and look at the testimonial videos from Karen and from Jen and from Helena. All three of them have just said the best things about it, and I basically just said, could you do a 1-minute video, just like a quick, like say what you thought of the group. And I think they all did like over 8-minute videos or 10-minute videos. So it just says a lot about the group, the dynamic, the energy, and the power of working with me. And this kind of energy healing is something that I do with every single member of the Phoenix Mentorship, but on a one-on-one basis. So if you want to get this kind of deep energetic release with me on specific things just for you, it's called a soul book editing session. And they are my most powerful sessions. People literally have life-changing, life-altering experiences with even just one session. In the mentorship, you actually get 6 of them. And I'll give you guys a bonus for being here live or for watching this video. I'm going to give you guys an extra bonus. So if you do apply today and I see your application come in, I will write down a little note that if you get in, I'm going to give you an extra session with me, a one-on-one session with me. So you have 7 sessions with me one-on-one instead of just 6. So this is only for people who apply today, or let's just say in the next 24 hours, because I know some people are at work and they're watching the replay a little bit later. So I hope that you love this as much as I did. I know that there's a lot of energy shifting. So the best thing for you to do right now is to drink plenty of water, possibly get outside if you can, get some fresh air, move your body a little bit, maybe even journal. If you have questions that come up later, let me know. This is major energy shifts, major energy work. So just be mindful that you need to take care of yourself. And again, this is like that little beautiful spring flower. Just be very gentle with yourself. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for those of you who shared this video. Again, I mean, I don't have to tell you, it's very powerful work and a lot of people really need it. So thank you all of you who shared. If you feel like having a little bit more of a conversation about your experience, head over into Life Made Simple. I would love to hear from you. I did post a thread in there just to say that I was going to go live in 15 minutes. So if you want to pop your comments under that thread, let us know how you felt, what you experienced physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, whatever. We'd love to hear from you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's been a pleasure to serve you. Keep sharing your light. Light workers, be the light. I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.